There was. I thought there was some good average teams went out, but when we went, the round was looking pretty tough, and so, I mean, we knew we had to try to make a pretty good run, and just had a good enough steer where it let us do it.
This is Season 3 of The Score, the Team Roping Journal's regular podcast, where the team roping world talks. We've told the stories of some of the greatest cowboys, horses, and moments in the sport, and we're so far from done. In 2020, we'll bring you more of what you've come to expect, like interviews with the best cowboys and cowgirls we know, and we'll dive even deeper into subjects you care about. Look for more audio editions of the Team Roping Journal stories you might have missed in print, and learn about the great horses shaping the sport and great challenges facing our industry. All this and more in 2020. I'm Chelsea Schaefer. Hey everybody, this is Chelsea Schaefer. This is the Round 5 NFR 2020 report, a bonus episode of The Score. And this episode is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads. I will tell you more about them in a bit. But first, I'm going to tell you what happened in the round. Clay Smith and Jade Corkill, they look like themselves in round 5. Thank goodness. It's always hard to watch a team like that you know is just so great struggle the way they were struggling. And it looks like things came together for them. Jade was on his third horse. He'll talk about that and what was going on with that. Of course, Clay was on Marty. He needs no explanation, no introduction. Marty was doing Marty things tonight and every night. So in this round, though, we got to see a lot of great teams go out, teams that were great in the average. Luke Brown and Joseph Harrison took no time. Joseph missed his first one of the week. It was heartbreaking. Dustin Egiskiza and Travis Graves, they were 4-6 plus 5 plus 10. Always a bummer, but they are still there in the average. Cody Snow and Junior Nagara made a good run. They were 4 flat. Clay Tryon and Jake Long, they were a 3-7 at first out. So the round got really interesting. I hated to see Nelson Wyatt and Levi Lord go out. They had a miss on the heel side, and man, they'd been roping great all week. So you can check out teamropingjournal.com. We've got the full team-by-team breakdown of what happened. ProRodeo.com, they've got some really good, interesting predictions and an interesting analysis. So if you want to check them out too, they've got plenty up. And without further ado, here is Clay and Jade. This episode of The Score, this bonus episode, is brought to you by CSI Saddle Pads. CSI has been with the Team Roping Journal and The Score for years. They support our coverage of professional rodeo athletes, and we thank them for that. Every feature of the CSI Saddle Pad system is designed with your horse's comfort and performance in mind. The system works with all types of saddles, including traditional, flex panel, and treeless saddles for the barrel racers out there. At the heart of the CSI saddle system is the revolutionary CSI Flex Plate. First and foremost, this in-pad plate increases the contact area of the bars. This spreads the pressure of the saddle and the rider's weight out over a larger surface area, which in turn reduces or eliminates pinch and pressure points. With the treeless saddle, the CSI Flex Plate actually provides you with a highly flexible weight and pressure distribution system that reduces soreness and fatigue. Check them out, CSISaddlePads.com. You can buy directly from CSI Saddle Pads. They've got booths here in Arlington. Check them out. Hi guys, congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome to round 5 in the media room, the new media room. Jade, Huey tonight?
Yes.
That was
three horses so far for me.
3 horses so far. Were the horse changes more about just needing to change something, or were you feeling something different with all of them that...
Well, it wasn't really my horses that didn't feel good. I've just, for whatever reason, I can't really peg it. The timing was off and everything was weird. I was going to ride Huey the other night, and he was pretty sore acting, so I didn't. And then I just decided today that he's going to have to deal with it later. So.
Yeah, and Marty was outstanding tonight, and every night he's been great.
He's doing pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Tell me about the run. How did it come together?
He got a really good start. We knew the steer from the other day. We ran him in the practice deal, and he was really good then. And he was even better tonight. And he got such a good start that it felt like he kind of slowed up and felt like he had it on him extremely fast, and I just pretty much caught. So.
Yeah, just go at him the next 5 rounds, or?
Just to kind of just play the course. I mean, we're hopefully going to maybe move up in the average some, and just trying to win whatever the steer lets us win, go as fast as we can without messing up, and see how it turns out at the end.
Did you guys watch the round tonight? It was kind of a different round of team rope, and there were some surprising no times.
There was. I thought there was some good average teams went out, but when we went, the round was looking pretty tough, and so I mean we knew we had to try to make a pretty good run, and just had a good enough steer where it let us do it.
Jade, have you guys been running any practice steers throughout the days?
We actually practiced today. Yeah, it was the first day we have, but maybe practice again tomorrow.
Yeah, I guess so. On what kind of horses were you practicing on? Did you run any on Marty and Huey, or?
I run a couple on Marty just to kind of make sure that he was not going to duck at all. But I mean, he's pretty smart, so he's going to feel different at home, seems like. But kind of almost need him a little bit tight. I mean, I don't need to be telling him to turn off, which I don't normally have to. But I run a few on him and had some other horses that we practiced on a little bit. Got to run some steers, quite a few today.
I had Champ, and then I had the little bay that I ride in the Grand Entry, and I just rode those two. Huey was at home, and Cody Snow picked him up and brought him over here for me tonight, so he just got one today.
Gotcha. Clay, what are you doing about, the guys have been talking every night about that left wall and how they're riding their horses into it and what the headers are doing to ride their horses into it. What are you doing to keep that a non-factor?
It's normally not a problem for me because you have to reach a little bit, and so I don't normally have that problem. So I was closer tonight than it seems like how it might be. But, I mean, if your steer stays pretty straight and you don't throw 2 extra coils like I did in the previous round, it seems like you have just enough room to, Jade heels them fast and gets them tight like that. I don't think it's going to be a big problem unless you get a steer that just sure enough comes left. But it is kind of a funky, corner right there. It seems like it's pretty close right there. Especially if you have one stepping left, or you have to take an extra swing on to catch the feet. But it hadn't affected us yet.
Jade, what has Huey had going on that you said he was a little sore?
I don't. He really has been good. He just the other night his leg that he's had some problems with. He was off pretty good. I mean, off enough that I didn't think it was a good idea, and. But then I sent him home, and I don't know if it was just from being in the stall over here, kind of closed up a little bit, made him a little bit tight, but he felt actually really good riding around tonight, so as long as he stays good, I'm going to stick with him.
And your little bay that you ride in the Grand Entry, is that still Rosie?
Mm-hmm.
Is she a Grand Entry and jackpot horse?
Well, I actually, my little boy, I've been letting him ride her mostly. She's been in Nevada for the last 6 months, and they just brought her back Wednesday when they came, so I roped on her today, but she's pretty much his horse, and Clay, when he heals for me, he rides her too. So I'm the third wheel on that one.
And that's the horse you won for winning San Antonio forever ago, right?
Yeah, 10 years ago.
10 years ago. Yeah.
That's when you know you're old.
Yep.
When your horse is old that you won.
Okay. All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.